down.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Now Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw,
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now Goff on third and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
It's caught. Stills, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, partner, with that incompletion, what do you say that we look around the league and give some defensive players some love? You okay with that?
Let's do it. Let's rattle off a few guys. Von Miller, every year we talk about him, we should do it again. He's, again, one of the top sack leaders in the NFL. One name you don't talk about, but should, is Danielle Hunter with the Minnesota Vikings, really coming into his own as a pass rusher. Aaron Donald, I think he's worth every nickel the L.A. Rams have spent. Strong favorites in the NFC West. J.J. Watt is back, and that's not a pun either because he's back from back surgery, okay? He is playing awfully well, still continuing to get to the quarterback, and is also J.J. Swat, knocking passes out of the air. But how about a special category? How about teammates and or brothers? Add Bradley Chubb to Von Miller, the rookie out of North Carolina State. Add T.J. Watt with Pittsburgh to J.J. Watt, and maybe it could be a combo trophy for them because all of them are playing awfully well.
I like that. One name we didn't hear, Khalil Mack. Unfortunately, with the ankle injury, he's kind of fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, at the end of the year, we'll look back and realize the impact he made on Chicago. May not win him the overall award, but maybe for Chicago, he would still be their MVP.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, oftentimes when we get a chance to talk league-wide, we go offensive. We don't get a lot of defensive talk. But let's talk about some young rookies. I know you've told me Darius Leonard of the Colts has really impressed you.
He certainly has. He's impressed the entire league. I mean, at times he approaches 20 tackles a game. Sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone, out of South Carolina State. So you don't think about it, but you should. Derwin James with the Chargers, been as good as advertised at the safety position. Jair Alexander, the corner from Green Bay, missed a couple of games early in the season, but he got the attention of the New England Patriots brass before they played. They were really impressed with him. But Bradley Chubb is doing exactly what we thought he would do, chasing down quarterbacks. And Dante Action Jackson out of LSU with Carolina, really.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Going deep here for Stills. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action, it's Tannehill. Going deep here for Parker. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He dumps it off to Drake, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Off play action, Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. The quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Ready? Play. Quick.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. That'll bring up second down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so now it's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Let's go, get set.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 67 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And some room to work. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Back now in Miami. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's letting it fly for Cooks. They got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Goff throwing again. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. They'll start the drive with Drake. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Rams have got it back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Now it's Gurley, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. A dump off here for Gore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Tannehill. And he hits Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Tannehill going to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.